bro.
Okay, tell me this. Did Kendrick bring out MasterP? If he came out, or Mystical, or Juvie,
I lose my mind. First of all, I want to let y'all know how I met DJ Monsky. So this was my first time in LA. And at that time, he's at Stevie Wonder's radio station, the legendary KJLH.
Mm-hmm.
And I had never really been on any mainstream radio like that. And Monsky came in and showed a lot of love. We also stopped by Snoop Dogg's high school. I don't know if you remember that too. You have some of the wildest stories I've ever heard from a person that is really okay oftentimes with playing the background.
I just like being a part of really, really dope things. Signed to a record deal in the 5th grade, going into the 6th grade. As a kid rapper, put me on tour with some very known artists. One was Shanice Wilson. I got pulled off of the road because of my grades. My mother was like, I don't care nothing about none of that. Your grades come first. I was acting up, not prioritizing God. And then my mother pulled me off the tour, put me back at home. When I got back home, combination of me getting bullied at a school and meeting my soon to come best friend became my outlet. I got bullied by a dude who was a freestyle savant. He could freestyle rap and comedy in it. And he picked me off in the first day he picked on me. And I responded. Cause I'm with all of this.
A comedian rapper is crazy.
Bruh, he was so dope. First of all, he was in the 6th grade. I had a mustache. He was buff. He was tall. He was handsome. He coming at me and he about to beat me up. Right? The girl asked me about my shirt. And then he's about to start pounding me. And this teacher blew a whistle. And then stopped the whole fight. Take us to the principal office. And our punishment is we have to perform for 2 weeks straight in the cafeteria. We battled. We did comedy. We did freestyle. We made up songs. Now, if you can only imagine, by the end of these 2 weeks, this was my best friend and my rap partner.
Bro,
right?
He's a legendary teacher, by the way. So from battle raps that almost turned into a fight, that turned into a school-wide talent show every single day for 2 weeks. You go to DJing the Super Bowl when the Rams won. Tell me about that, bro.
I mean, it's a whole lot in it, but this is the gist of my book coming. I'm glad you brought that up like that. But this is the gist of my book. My book is called Master the Crowd, 7 Proven Ways to Captivate Any Audience. And it started at that elementary school, learning how to captivate, being raised with some really, really talented guys, the Avila brothers. Being able to travel to Minneapolis and go to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's studio and stay for months to learn and just sit and watch and take in information, to traveling with Kenny Lattimore putting myself and my band on the road with him and him showing me the game. I went to the military right out of high school. I went to the Air Force and I became an air traffic controller, which taught me how to control the skies, flying planes, right? It was the most stressful job in the world. And so all of that comes to me learning how to be this master of the crowd, this master in crowd psychology. So yeah, it started on that playground and it hasn't ended, but it also went through me being a part of the Super Bowl. Actually, that was the second Super Bowl I was a part of. The first one was in Atlanta, Rams against the Patriots. And then, and I'm about to do pregame for this one, coming up. So
that's phenomenal. Most people don't get to be a part of one. And Lord willing, you're going to get to be a part of 3. Now, here's the question everybody wants to know. What is Kendrick's set list?
Ooh, speaking of the Super Bowl, what should Kendrick's set list be?
What? First of all, what's going to happen? I need to know because, listen, man. First of all, Drake. I think Drake is such a phenomenal artist, bro. Like one of the best to ever do it. He's taking the music to a place I never thought it would be taken. And then Kendrick comes along. Man. I thought to myself, like, whatever he did to him, I bet he wish he would have never did it.
It's ongoing though. But here's the thing, man. Arrogance. Arrogance. The thing that made Drake such a great artist was empathy. He had that empathy where he can tap into everybody else's feelings and communicate on behalf, which made him one of the biggest artists in the world. But here's the issue.
That ability to be introspective, right?
Yes. And communicate emotions on behalf of anybody. That's what makes a great song. That's what makes a great artist. But let me tell you, what you don't do is throw a bunch of subtle shots at a real gangster, like a real one. Because a real one, when you start throwing subtles, at some point, I gotta respond. Drake, and he even said it, he never saw Kendrick as a threat. He always saw Kanye as the threat. And my thing was, that's
even Kanye's new interview that Kanye was like, Kendrick took out Drake, and now I don't have a nemesis anymore.
Kendrick is one of the greatest to ever rap, to ever put pen to pad.
He's one of the greatest to put belt to
tail.
Right, because bro,
belt to
my man's just won 5 Grammys.
Listen,
5 Grammys off a diss record is crazy.
Bro, you want to talk belt to backside? How about the whole Grammy saying A minor?
It's bad. It's bad. What? So what's the set list at the Super Bowl? Is he ended with Not Like Us?
See, I'm different. I'm strategic, and I'm a savage. Bro, I would do a piece of Poetic Justice and then come right into Not Like Us. Like I would literally do something like that because that's the way my mind thinks.
How long is the Super Bowl? Is halftime show is usually for the main artist is like, or for the artist is like minutes. What? 14 minutes.
Okay. I think he start off with Family Ties.
Okay.
I think he start off with the horns, big music, big, right? Come out of Family Ties, he does Humble, then DNA, right? Okay. Then, you got to throw in, I don't know if he going to do Swimming Pools, but that's one of his biggest songs, Yeah. I don't know if he going to do B Don't Kill My Vibe, but that's one of his songs. I think he should do Money Trees with J-Rock, right?
That's what I was going to say. We got to do Money Trees.
Man,
Money Trees got to happen. Okay.
I think King Kunta, right? And then I think he should bring Pharrell out. Because remember, for Pharrell, I'll inherit the beef.
Okay.
I think he bring out Pharrell for We Gonna Be All Right. And with Pharrell on the stage, I think he goes into Not Like Us. And he does A minor. And he brings it back 5 times. Or however many times that Drake was asked. Because remember, we heard that Drake turned down the Super Bowl, right? 3 times or whatever. I think he runs back Not Like Us for that amount of times.
That's a level of pettiness that I don't have that much frustration in my body for anybody. But this brother is like, I got time. Not today. I have time this year.
No.
I've cleared my calendar, and the only thing that I'm focused on is you. That's a diabolical.
That's what I would do.
That's a diabolical track.
But before I would do this, I would start off with Poetic Justice, and then I would, right before his verse comes on, say, man, cut that off. And then, or say something like, man, this is America, not Canada. Something crazy like that. And then go right into Not Like Us. That's what I would do.
All the Stars is what he ends with.
But see, he got 2 songs. He got a new smash with SZA. Right?
The Luther record?
Smash, yes.
Yeah, it ain't All the Stars though.
And
All the Stars
is a big song, but
it put a pin in a cultural moment. Like
it did.
That's
Black Panther.
It's different. Yeah, it put a pin in a cultural moment. I hope that he brings the same energy and camaraderie that he did to the Pop Out to the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Kendrick is the hometown hero, so I hope he brings the hometown to Louisiana, and I think we're gonna see something like that.
When he ends, I think that we're gonna be saying that we'll never see anything on this level again. That's what I feel like.
I won't be in attendance, but I'll be in attendance at my house with buffalo wings. So
I'll be there. I will be there.
You will be there.
Literally be
I'm
there.
jealous of you. I wish that I could take time to do that.
Wait, before we go on, I got a question for you. Wait, hold on.
All right.
Should Kendrick surprise New Orleans and bring Lil Wayne out to do a song?
That would be a level of catastrophic that I don't think Wayne would want to do. I would say this: if Wayne does the Super Bowl, that means that Drake is out of the paint. That means that hip hop culture has spit him out and he's out of the paint. Now, that's not to say he can't do house music, R&B music. He got the P&D record that's coming out. He'll be able to do all Afrobeat, all of that. But hip hop has spit him out, and I don't think it'll take him back if Wayne does that. So I don't see that happening. But if
Wayne won't do it because of his
allegiance to Drake and the fact that it's not just the allegiance to Drake, but also that the Super Bowl picked Kendrick over Wayne. Wayne is a legend. Legends don't want consolation prizes.
The Super Bowls that we've had that were collective performances, one person who brought other people out. So
none of that matters.
I'm saying, if you have the chance to stand in New Orleans and do a song with Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl,
he literally just said, "I'm not going to be at the Super Bowl."
I know he said it.
I know he said it, and I believe he means it.
Michael Jackson said he wasn't going to be at the Super Bowl, but guess what? He did the Super Bowl.
Listen, bro. Listen. There's no denying that hip hop of all genres is a very regional, territorial culture, and the fact that the Super Bowl is in New Orleans and New Orleans rappers are not represented, I don't see him thinking that I'm gonna take a consolation prize from Kendrick in opposition to the dude that I've done music with for half of my career in Drake. If that happens, then that means that hip hop has collectively just said, Drake, you're out of here, buddy.
I think we already said it. If Lil Wayne was so connected to Drake, why he ain't say nothing? Why he ain't jump on a record? Okay, tell me this. Did Kendrick bring out MasterP?
MasterP makes all the sense in the world. And bro, I think you own to something. And I'm going to put this out because I want the world to know that you brought that up first publicly, because I have not heard one person say that MasterP could come out to the Super Bowl, and I would lose my mind.
I would scream my voice out.
I lose my mind, bro.
If he came out, or Mystical, or Juvie,
I lose my mind.
All right.
I lose my mind. Man, thank you for coming on to the show. I want to have you on again. In my mind, you're one of the greatest entertainers I've ever seen, and I'm super thankful to call you friend. I appreciate you. I love you, man, and we'll see y'all next time.